Hi guys, welcome back to Animal Crossing City Folk. Yesterday we had a late night episode and a very short one. We, however, some actually very monumental things happened, or at least one monumental thing. A competitor rose to rival Nuke and Go, Crazy Reds. We all shop from both, we choose neither side. We are simply a greedy, rich man who needs all the furniture and paintings he can get. Oh yeah, we also showed the very cranky nighttime postal worker Phyllis. So that happened. We also didn't have 2 verses last episode. And that's going to carry on to this episode because it's kind of late at night again. Not as late, but it's kind of late. So it's just going to be Nimbus. Rover's going to have to wait a bit longer for some more time in the spotlight. Now, it's Saturday today. It's Saturday in Bowsville, and it's Saturday in real life. And it's 8 p.m. So we have the relaxing music. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's surprising. Didn't expect my animals to write back. I thought they would have wrote back yesterday. Anyway, these are the letters that we are getting from our animals when we sent them fruit. Okay, we got a pair from Marina. I swear, if you are the one who actually gives me a fruit gift. Okay, so yeah, they'll be sending us either fruit, furniture, coconuts, or our native fruit. Please don't be a pair. Clothes! Oh, I actually kind of like the yellow bar tea. I guess I can let you off on that one. By the way, I'm going to leave my mailbox hanging because I'm kind of out of mail storage anyway. Oh, we have got a very special item in today. Yes, it's a podium. Come check it out. Oh yeah, the fireworks show comes back tomorrow. The second fireworks show. I won't be going over it. I'm just saying. I will not be going over the fireworks show because we've already showed it. By the way, this is one thing we haven't done. Save mail. You have 16 letter storages. Where we can store our letters. Okay, so we haven't had any luck with the whole non-native fruit thing so far. We got a yellow bar tea, a pear, which is our native fruit, and finally, we have one more letter to pick up from Dora. As you know, well, maybe not, because I haven't specifically said it, but I have alluded to this. Dora is my favourite animal in this village. That will only be boosted if Dora ends up being the one to mail me a non-native fruit. I'm going to open the letter from Dora. Oh, I don't mind at all, Dora. I especially won't mind if you actually send me a rare fruit. And, like, it's not a non-native fruit per se, but even a coconut would be fine because it's basically the exact same. It just yields less fruit every harvest. Please. Moment of truth. My Wii remote is going crazy right now. Apparently my Wii remote is as excited as I am. Okay, I somehow fixed it even though I literally did nothing except move away. Now the sensor bar is refusing to accept my Wii remote's existence. What? Yes, apparently my Wii remote doesn't exist, everybody. Nothing to see here. Please. A neutral corner! Dora, why would you send me a quarter of a wrestling ring in return for a pair? The animals in this town are really damn weird, okay? Again, I won't be doing the money rock. I'm basically just going to be doing the bare minimum today. It's going to be a minimalist day in town. But not what you might expect. We're leaving out the museum for later. You might remember me alluding to two things that I still haven't covered. Saturday nights in Animal Crossing, and how you get music. Those two things are linked together. We'll be showing off both today. But first, let's stop by Luke's. Because he did say he had a podium in stock, which is the spotlight item. I'm not sure exactly what spotlight items mean. Oh! What a day to get this. A retro stereo. We already have a stereo in our house, the tape deck. However, I like this better. It's expensive, but I'll get it. Thanks much. Thanks, Nuke. That will definitely contribute towards the next upgrade. Nuke upgrade, that was damn expensive. And the Able sisters. Stop by Able's, because this should be our, the last day we need to befriend Sable, I believe. Also, it's kind of cute how the Able sisters looks like a little cottage, and then there's just a side room which you can never visit. It's kind of like the Able sisters in a living corner. It's kind of cute. Hi. Welcome, Nimbus. I'm just as busy as ever. That's not obvious. What? How can I handle working so hard all the time? Well, survival depends on this job, you know. That's a given, and thinking about it too much won't change things, so I just say that's life. It's been like this ever since I was a young child. It's all I've ever known. Yeah, that's the story. Or at least maybe part of it. I'm not sure about the dialogue. Yes, that's right. I grew up sitting right in front of a sewing machine. The first thing I ever made was a pair of gloves. Hey, maybe. Tee-hee-hee. How long ago did that happen again? It was a very cold winter, and Mabel's course got a nasty because I'm sorry. I swear I don't have the coronavirus. And anyway, Mabel's course got frostbite. I couldn't bear to see her suffer, so I made her some miniature clothes. That's kind of cute. I put Mabel's little clothes on top of the cloth like this to make a pattern. It was my first time, so the clothes I made were terribly mishappen. Right, they were huge, but they were so warm. Thanks again for making those for me, sis. Oh no, it was nothing. Do you remember what you did with those clothes? You didn't wear them on your clothes. You put them on your ears, remember? I think you thought they were earmuffs. Hehehe. What's that story again? I was so little back then. I don't really remember what happened. But I probably thought my ears were going to turn into icicles or something. Okay, sis, enough already. In the end, I'm just happy to have a job. Never know what to people, so thanks for that. I must not forget them. That was actually really cute. Anyway, that was part of Sable's story. That she grew up basically sitting right in front of a sewing machine and has made her entire life out of her job. We'll learn a deeper lore behind this later when we talk to Sable more. But let's look at once more at this Tower Town Fire because we're going to the city. Say that you look like a healthy, sturdy lad. Yar, I used to look tough myself. But the tougher I try to look, I think you said this already. Anyway, there'll be things that are actually open in the city this time. Because we didn't come at 9 o'clock at night. There'll also be a few more villagers around. If you remember last night's episode, there was like literally nothing to do in the city, and it was insane. Anyway, here are the villagers we have. Oh, hello, Goose. I heard a rumor that there's a waiting room above the theatre for performers, okay? Yeah, that's an interesting fan theory that I haven't got to talk about yet. Up at the top of the marquee. You can see a second room. When the marquee closes extremely late at night, that room is still open. You can see lights on. You can never access this room. Many people believe that it is Dr. Shrunk's living quarters. Or like Goose said, maybe it's a waiting room. Oh yeah, I think we've told Peanut's story already, but I'm going to talk to them. Actually, let's go to the auction house. We haven't seen Lloyd in a while, and he did mention that there was an auction starting. I kind of want to see what that's all about. Display an item. I'm going to bid a neutral coin. I'm just kidding. I'll bid off my cabin bed. I don't need it. Does Sir truly wish to display his fabulous cabin bed? Very good, sir. And now a reserve price must be determined. What's the minimum price? 1,000 bells. Does Sir truly wish to set his reserve price at the princely sum of 1,000 bells? I tell you. Very good. I shall inform Sir of this auction's results by the local mail. Not very local, buddy. Like, I live ages away. Or a few seconds away, as told my cabin. 1,000 hearty thanks. Do come again soon. I'm not even sure if the auction house even works anymore because of no online play and stuff, but whatever. Maybe villagers can buy them. I've told Amelia's story, but I'm going to talk to them. Hi, Rod. He's just going to say the same thing then. Jeez. There's Kix over there. You might have noticed that Kix wasn't there last night. Pretty sure Kix just goes away after a while. Anyway, we looked over, because it's 8, we looked over and saw that traffic cone was not gone. Oh, hey, Red. Why is your painting sold out? What's up with this? Red! It's the exact same stock. What's that, friend? You want to haggle prices below Red? Well, apparently scraping by as it is, cousin. These prices are cut to the bone, in fact. I used a chainsaw to slash these prices. Chill, kiddo. Chill. Red. Thank you much, he says when I don't buy anything. I'm not going to check out the Happy Room Academy model room. Nor am I going to check out the marquee. Who are you? Coastal. Oui, oui. Okay, French frog dude. Let's go in here. What's going on, Gracie Grace, today? Hello, Rebelle. Is Gracie here? Gracie's not here. Is there any clothing that I like? No. Anyway, nothing going on in the city, so it's time to move on to the main event. What? Soon as I say it. Freckles. The clerk at Gracie Grace is like so cute. And she's totally full of charisma too. She's like a celebrity clerk or whatever. Ducky. So. Oh, there, this script as well. Freckles seems like a regular. Oh! It's 9 p.m. And everything just shut at once. That was kind of funny, honestly. Anyway, Freckles seems like a normal peppy villager on the surface. But below the surface, deep below, Freckles is a creep and a monster. So in Animal Crossing New Leaf, I had Freckles in my town, and they were a good villager. However, things started to get weird after I came back after a few years. Just, to check how the town was doing. I talked to Freckles. Freckles asked why I'd been gone for years and were glad to see that we were still a couple. I was really weirded out. I didn't like that remark. Like, Freckles was a good villager, but not like that. That's just weird, Freckles. Like, seriously. I then spent, 3 months getting Freckles to move out of my town. Eventually, it worked. But in the process, I was forced to kick out Victoria, who moved into my town at the same time. And since I was distracted with kicking Freckles out, Victoria ended up leaving. And I never got any attachment to Victoria, so I let them go. But, kind of because they were the same type as Freckles as well. Okay. But once Freckles had gone, and I kind of regretted moving Victoria. I now have a peppy villager I love in my town, Patty, who has a story of their own. But I regretted what I did to poor Victoria. So I wanted to get them in New Horizons, but I never found them, or Freckles. Freckles returned to my main street in Animal Crossing New Leaf later. And I decided it would be the best time of all to make amends. I mean, she'd moved on now. She didn't live in my town anymore. There was no reason for her to say this kind of thing. So I decided it was time to make amends. And I still wish sometimes that Victoria would come to move to New Horizons sometimes. Or Freckles. I'd be fine with either. It's also kind of funny that we get her at the same time as Drift, whose story also relates to my New Leaf, and who's I've told before. Anyway, story time's over. Let's go to the main event. Back to Bowsville. See you guys there. Here we are at the museum. Because I skipped over it earlier. And I kind of feel bad. So I'm going to go see Brewster. By the way, I found out Red Shop restocks every week. So, gonna have to stick to good old Nuke for a while. I'm gonna head down. By the way, I'll talk about this in a bit. Hey, Brewster. Good to see you. Ooh. We'll get to this cool doggy boy on there in a second. The usual. Say, would you care for a splash of pigeon milk? This is quite the advancement. Yes, please. Went right up. This means that you are getting close to fully befriending Brewster when he offers to serve you pigeon milk. You even got you a clean cup. Does that mean he doesn't before? No! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Be none of them over and on pigeon, but I'm not sure if this actually affects it. If it does, I'm very afraid. Thank you. Anyway, here we go. KK. Hey man, throw me night for a gig. You did. I'm always glad to see new cats making the scene. This is KK Slider, the greatest musician in the Animal Crossing series. KK appears every Saturday night starting at 8 p.m. in the Roost. Must be your birthday, because I got presents. Perfect song just for you. Oh yeah, cool, Daddy-o. So normally you can request a song of KK. However, on your first attending, he will play you a random song to be your first. For me, it was KK Gumball, apparently. This is good stuff. Didn't know KK Gumball was this good, honestly. Might start picking it up in the other games. Roost, I'm making a copy. I love that. Anyway, a bit of a history for KK Slider. Well, also, we beat the game. It's the end of the series, guys. See ya. Anyway, I was joking. Animal Crossing has no end. Anyway, here's a little backstory behind KK Slider while he's singing. KK Slider has always been the Saturday night dog. In the original Animal Crossing, he showed up outside the train station on Saturday nights. You could talk to him, and he would play you a song. He would only play you one song. He did not do encores. He would slip you... Wait, let me think. He would not, I want to say... He would... I want to say he didn't slip you a bit of the song. He didn't give you a version you could play on your house. I might be wrong about that. That might only be in the Japanese version. Anyway. In Wild World. Actually, wait, no. In the Japanese only Animal Forest E+, he was given a bit of an extra role. If your birthday fell on a Saturday, or the Saturday before your birthday if it didn't, KK Slider will play you a special song, KK Birthday. However, you would not be able to take the song home. In Wild World, he kept both of these, except he now played in the Roost, which was in the basement of the museum. He still didn't do encores either. KK also played a part in what's known as the Golden Axe Trading Event. Basically what happens is, in the Golden Axe Trading Event, you get a certain item from a certain special character, give it to another special character, they'll give you a certain item, give that to a different special character, and basically every time there's like a branching path of what items they can give you. I think that was the center bar down. And if you get the right path, if you get the right item every time, eventually you'll be able to receive a golden axe. KK is part of this. You can receive a country guitar from Wendell, a special visitor who you've not seen yet. And if you give this to KK at his concert, it will take you one step further in the Golden Axe Training Event. Next came City Folk. The Golden Axe Trading Event no longer exists. There is a different way to obtain the golden and silver axes, which we will go over another time. Because we physically can't go through it right now. However, while KK still does play in the basement of the Roost, one major change was made. For the first time, KK now does encores. You can request multiple songs of him every time he visits. you can listen to as many live KK songs as you want. However, only the first song you request each Saturday night will actually be given to you to play at your home. So you can't get all of the KK songs in one night. You have to wait across multiple Saturdays. This will become part of just the daily video every time it's a Saturday, by the way. Next came New Leaf. And this was probably the second worst instance of KK Slider. But it had an upside, so I wouldn't really say that. KK Slider didn't appear every Saturday night. KK Slider instead appeared every night after 8 p.m. But not in the traditional sense, not in the way you'd think. KK appeared at Club LOL, which was a building you could unlock in Main Street, New Leaf's version of the city. After you'd upgraded the Nuke store once and paid off your first home loan. You would then receive a request from Dr. Strong to build a club called Club LOL. Once you build it, every night at 8 p.m, KK Slider would appear. However, there were 3 different performances KK Slider could put on. Notified by the lights outside of Club LOL. The first 2 were normal performances, red lights and blue lights. On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Sunday night, the lights outside Club LOL would either be red or blue. If they were red, KK Slider would appear under the alias of DJ KK. DJ KK would play you, well, you wouldn't be able to talk to DJ KK. He would be sitting behind his DJ's turntable and he would play DJ remixes of all of his normal live songs. He would also play other things like your town tune, a DJ remix of that, with a picture of you and your town flag flashing across the screen and stuff like that. It was actually kind of cool. He'd also dance with some of the villagers and with Dr. Shrunk. And if the lights were blue, he would do the same. Except he would play 8-bit remixes of the songs rather than DJ ones. There was a special case, however, yellow lights. On Saturday night, yellow lights would appear. When you went in, DJ KK would not be there. KK Slider would be there in his normal suit, his just not in an alter ego or anything. He'd just be sitting there, and his feet would be hanging off the stage. You'd be able to talk to him. KK would chat with you, and you'd be able to request a song. You can tell him your mood, or what you think is new to this game. New to New Leaf, and he would randomly give you a song relating to what mood you chose. You could completely leave it up to him which choice of song would be chosen at random. Or you could request one. He does still do encores, but only the first song you get would be received. New Horizons, however, was the worst iteration of KK Slider. Not only did he play his previous roles, he was also a complete story plot point. If you didn't know, Animal Crossing New Horizons was the only Animal Crossing game with a real quote-unquote narrative. Not aged well. Aiden, you watching? Because if you are, happy times. Peach pie. How do you get peach pie in a pear town? Anyway, New Horizons was the first Animal Crossing game with a quote-unquote narrative. You start and you would have to work your way across many weeks to... the minimum you could do was a week, but it could take much longer, like it did for me, going in blind and all. You would have to upgrade the tent of resident services to a town hall building. Then you would unlock island ratings. You had to work to raise your island rating to 3 stars. The day after you confirm a 3-star rating for the first time, KK Slider would appear at your town. Doesn't matter what day it is. I'm pretty sure if it's a Saturday, it doesn't even matter. KK would only appear once on this day, however, even if it was a Saturday. KK would appear during a cutscene at the start of your day. As soon as you put it up New Horizons, KK would appear in a cutscene. And he would play you the song Welcome Horizons, which is the title theme. You then get the song, and everything's great, right? KK Slider would only then start appearing in your town every day. Well, every Saturday. Unless it's a fishing tourney or bug off. If one of those, or any other event that happens to fall on a Saturday, and take up the town plaza, that is. If this happens, KK will instead appear on Sunday. Problem solved. KK Slider would be there all day, taking up your special visitor slot. Unlike in other games. KK Slider would hog your special visitor spot, and you'd be sitting there all day obstructing the town hall. It will be pretty annoying to get in there. Also, a lot of your villagers will be unable to have genuine conversations with you, because over the course of the day, they will randomly sit down around KK Slider and listen to him sing. He will sing random songs. At 6 p.m, you can come and catch KK Slider and request a song like you would in previous games. He still only gives you the first song you requested him. On your birthday, for the first time, it won't be the Saturday before your birthday, it'll just be straight on your birthday. So Saturday you miss a KK visit, the next Saturday. And you gain a KK visit if it's not birthday. What's that? KK Slider would show up in the town plaza, hogging your special visitor slot if it was your birthday. Or if it was anyone's birthday on the island. And you would not be able to request songs of him. Unless it happened to be a Saturday. He would ask you to write a birthday wish for the person whose birthday it is. Then the birthday boy or girl could infinitely listen to could infinitely listen to KK Slider sing KK Birthday. And it will be updated every time someone writes a birthday wish. They will also be mailed all of the birthday wishes by the end of the day. This is the worst iteration of KK Slider. And that is his story. And that is our story for day 11 of City Folk. Yep, that's right, we're ending the video right here. Looking back over the episode, we told the story of KK Slider, saw the man himself perform us a song, was disappointed by Red, failed completely on our native fruit quest, and that's about it. Tomorrow, we'll just see what the game throws at us. See you next time.